Round 6 of the Canadian Triple Crown Series brought us to Riverglade just outside of Moncton, New Brunswick. Foggy skies gave way to clear skies for the afternoon. 250 Moto One, Tanner Ward grabbed the hole shot ahead of Mitchell Harrison. And then we had the number 23 of Josiah Nadsky and 126 Kevin Benoit in the top 4. Great start for number 28. Sam Gaynor, he would end up 6th in this one. Looking for the number 1. He had a bad start in this one, had to work his way up after sliding out in the first turn. Didn't fall, but lost a lot of time. He found himself playing catch-up outside the top 10. There he is now, right behind Quinn Amiot. Quinn Amiot would also have to move his way up through the pack. And there is number 8, getting his way to the front there, Mitchell Harrison. And now Tanner Ward had the number 23 of Josiah Nadsky all over him as McNabb continued to move his way up. Smooth sailing for, at this point, Mitchell Harrison, who had Nadsky closing. We had the KTM teammates there at about the halfway mark. Ryder McNabb making his way past him. And now up into 3rd place as the battle for the lead got tight between Nadsky and Harrison. In a lot of pain there. Turns out he had a separated shoulder and a broken bone in his foot. Talking about Kevin Benoit. Things would not go well for him later in the moto as Sebastian Racine started trying to move his way up and go up through the pack. Number 61, that's Noah Viney, ended up riding by himself as Nadsky gets to the lead. McNabb up to 3rd. And there is the Nadsky-Harrison battle. Ryder McNabb closing in on that, the points leader, not wanting to lose points here. And there is the number 12 moving up. Nice little battle between Clayton Schmooky and number 56 Blake Davies. They would end up 10th and 12th in this one. And slowing down with only a few laps to go. A little too much for Kevin Benoit as the leaders come through lap traffic, moving their way up in through the field actually. Nadsky with a little bit of breathing room, and now was points leader McNabb into 2nd place. So there it was, Nadsky 1st, 2nd to McNabb, and 3rd to Mitchell Harrison. 4th, Quinn Amiot. And a solid 5th for Sebastian Racine. With 450 Moto One came major camera malfunctions for us here, so bear with us as it looked like this one was all Tyler Medaglia as the number 5 out front, but watch number 936. That's Andy Trutz there, coming through and finding his way to the front, just nipping number 3, Sean Moffenbauer, for the whole shot there as the top riders funnel through there. Great start for Julian Bennick. He would have a nice ride there. There's Ryan Derry. Parker Eels with a solid race here as well. He would end up in the top 10. There it was, the top 3, the usual suspects, as I mentioned. Medaglia, Pettis, Wright, Sean Moffenbauer back from his concussion. 5th place, Daniel Elmore. Trutz dropping back a little in this one. He would drop back to 11th in this. It's a nice little battle here. Medaglia trying to get away out front as points leader. Dylan Wright tries to get around Jess Pettis. Pettis doing everything he can to keep him behind him. He would admit later that he wasn't feeling great on this day and hopes to do better at Deschambault. 4th to Moffenbauer, 5th to Elmore. Daniel coming off a podium performance at Sandali, as this little battle was nice. Number 22, always a good starter, Tyler Gibbs. And look at Brett Young there. He ended up in 9th place in this one as Logan Leitzel comes back off the couch, as he put it, and he would actually end up in 10th in this one. So a great ride by him. And now Dylan Wright finds his way into 2nd place and tries to close in on Tyler Medaglia as the crowd goes crazy for the local rider number 5 as this battle continues. Julian Bennick would find himself out ahead now and getting out there. Gibbs now had Andy Trutz on him. Moving up, Parker Eels. There you see Logan Leitzel. And number 117, that's Michael De Silva. Wants to come back race full-time next year, so watch for him in 2024. And now closing right up on the leader, that's Dylan Wright. Making things tough for Medaglia, and he would get around late in this one. Try to pull away a little bit as Medaglia tries to hang on. Pettis would end up alone in 3rd here. 8th place for Parker Eels. Nice ride by him. Andy Trutz to drop just outside of the top 10 in 11th. And there is Brett Young. He would end up winning the Brian House Memorial Award Trophy for the top finishing Atlantic rider. And there, Dylan Wright takes the win. Second, and by that much, number 5, Tyler Medaglia. And alone in third, that's Jess Pettis, the number 15. Fourth to Sean Moffenbauer. And fifth to the number 25 of Daniel Elmore. Don't blink for 250 Moto 2 as camera problems really hit us on this one. Don't worry that we get sorted out for 450 Moto 2. Great start by the users out there. Ryder McNabb gets out front, followed by Mitchell Harrison, and a great start from Quinn Amiot up in third early. Fourth to Tanner Ward. Tanner Ward would have motor problems, but end up finishing this one in fourth, so a solid ride by him. Harrison takes the win. Second, going 2-2, is Ryder McNabb. Third with a 1-3 for Josiah Natsky. Fourth, keeping that motor running there, that's number 84, Tanner Ward, after not finishing the first. And fifth to Quinn Amiot. So podium, third place with a 2-2 goes to Ryder McNabb, a 1-3, Josiah Natsky second, and the win goes to a 3-1, Mitchell Harrison. And there is your podium. Let's have a look at the points. Final moto of the day, 450 Moto 2, and look at the jump by number 26, Julian Bannick, as he would get out first to the first turn, but cutting underneath would be number 5, Tyler Medaglia, to take the whole shot away from him. Medaglia would lead Pettis, and number 22, looking great up there in third place early. Tyler Gibbs would actually replace the number 20 of Jeremy Mackay on the Walton Kawasaki 7 team after a skirmish in the pits between motos would see the Quebec rider and the team part ways. So out front here we had Tyler Medaglia, and there is the 22 of Tyler Gibbs making good on his deal. Julian Bannick, Daniel Elmore, and Sean Moffenbauer again going at it with Andy Troots. He would have a moto-long battle with number 18, Parker Eels. They would go 8-9, 9-8 in the overalls. They had Michael De Silva right with them, number 117. Dylan Wright getting up into second and closing in on Medaglia, as it looked like number 15, Jess Pettis, would settle himself into third place. Fourth still, Gibbs had a great little battle here with Bannick, Elmore, and Moffenbauer. These three would be this close for quite a while. And here comes the Troots Eels De Silva battle. Number 208 up there early, coming off the couch, as we said. That's Logan Lighthill, good for him. Medaglia still leading, making the partisan crowd happy. They cheered him on the whole way around the track. And there is Pettis, again saying he wasn't comfortable on the day, taking third place. And now check out this battle. Julian Bannick still holding off the charge from the other riders. He would end up sixth place in this one and sixth overall, so a great ride by Julian Bannick. There he is, riding ahead of Moffenbauer now and Daniel Elmore. 22 losing a little bit of touch there. Tyler Gibbs dropping back a little bit. He would still end up with a solid day in seventh. Seventh in both motos for seventh overall, as Parker Eels continues to hound Andy Troots out of Belgium. Michael De Silva not letting go of them either. Out front now, there it is, Dylan Wright, and he would start to pull away a little bit from Tyler Medaglia early, as Bannick now had Moffenbauer right on him, and Elmore trying to stay with the two. He would eventually get around Bannick, and there's Ryan Derry and Brett Young. Derry would end up 13th. Brett Young, a great ride in 10th place overall. A quick look there at Tanner Merrick and Brendan Sipple. Merrick out of BC for 15th, Sipple 16th out of Texas. Safely out front now was your points leader and undefeated, going on almost 2 years now, Dylan Wright. Medaglia second, Pettis alone in third. The win goes to Dylan Wright, second to Medaglia, and third to Pettis. Fourth to Moffenbauer as he broke away from that pack, and fifth to Daniel Elmore. So there it is, third on the day with 3-3. That's Jess Pettis. Second, 2-2, Tyler Medaglia. And going 1-1 once again, that is Dylan Wright. He continues to lead this championship. There's your podium. And now we head into Quebec for the round at Motocross Deschambault. Here's a look at the points, and we will see you next week in Quebec.